Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be giving my feedback for the Flight 2 test on the MCC Insider program. I realized it came out a couple days ago, but I had pinging over, so I was just relaxing and I didn't actually want to make a video. I'm doing it now. I've had a lot of things that kind of weren't into the actual feedback that I experienced, so I wanted to just give details of that because it's all well and good for 343 to say, yeah, it's amazing, yeah, it all worked as it was supposed to. And it's a great experience, but there was a couple things that weren't so great, even though there was a lot of positives. I'm not going to take anything away from that, but yeah, I noticed they were a bit biased and they didn't actually say what the experience was actually like for some of the people in the Insider program. So the first things, I'll go through the positives because that's what we all want to hear. I was a bit skeptical. I was really hoping that the Halo 3 battle rifle would be a lot better, and it was. On dedicated servers, the hit registration was much better. And I'm playing on lag, so of course it's not going to be at as well as an American player playing on the US servers, but it actually felt really, really good, and it was really, really consistent. Obviously, with the weapon being the way it is in its Halo 3, it's not going to be like a 4-shot on Halo 5, but it's so much better now that it's not actually an absolute trash can like it was on MCC currently. Another thing that I noticed that wasn't actually stated in the build or the feedback was that the game actually feels a lot closer to the 360 version, and that's because there's a 343 employee called Postums, and I played with him on the first and the second day a little bit, and he was talking about the overall, like even the text of you killed someone, someone's killed you, they changed that to reflect closer to what the 360 version was with the text. The lighting has been changed so it feels more like the 360 version. And with the dedicated servers, which improves the BR, it feels a lot smoother when you add in 60 frames than the 360 version, and it actually feels like an enhanced version now, which is really, really cool. And I'm really happy that in that regard they've really nailed upgrading MCC to what we were actually expecting when the game was supposed to come out in 2014. Some other positives that I could go through was the load times were quick, the games didn't crash often. It was very consistent loading into games, which previously on MCC was very bad. Finding games was a struggle for me because I'm Australian, so it's still region locked and there was absolutely no Australians playing it. So luckily I had Green Skull, as I said, Postums, and a couple of other US players, Game Cheat, who were nice enough to invite me, so I was able to get games with them. So that was really cool. For the most part, the games were really sweaty, as to be expected with a flighting program. You only got the die-hard players on who are usually in a full team, so that was to be expected. I was disappointed to see that some players decided to be super toxic and make the games last forever, because the sudden death settings in this build of MCC were indefinite. So I would run into a game just searching with 1 or 2 people, I'd match a full team, they would grab the flag and then just infinitely farm us for like 20 minutes. It just seems stupid. Like, the kills weren't even recorded, the wins weren't even recorded, and when 343 was made aware of it, they kicked them out of the flight program, so they really kicked themselves in the teeth. I don't know what the point of it was, because they don't even get onto the leaderboards for doing it because everyone reported them for being dicks. In the form of bugs, there wasn't any more that were really introduced. There was 1 or 2 very, very minor bugs, but they were corrected before the first actual play session, because some people were playing as soon as the new build went live, which was really good to see when head-to-head was a thing. When I was actually playing, once the problems were fixed, there was very minimal issues. Sometimes the overlay would crash the build. That was only because it's in test mode, but that's been rectified as well, so it's really, really good. And sometimes when loading in a full team, it would load, crash, then it would load them all in exactly the same people again, crash. But then by the 3rd time it loads in, it'll be okay. That's been rectified as well, so that's really good to see. And really the only thing that 343 really didn't cover, and I was disappointed to see, was they said the dedicated servers were 100% reliable and they were really, really good. For the most part this was true, but I noticed when I was playing BTB, sometimes you would start teleporting randomly. I'm not sure if that's got to do with not being able to handle 8 people on a server. The majority of people had a really solid experience with dedicated servers, and I did too when I was playing 4v4, 2v2 and 1v1, but in 8v8, probably half the games I played, I ended up teleporting. Now I'm not sure if that's just because I'm connecting to a US server, but a lot of other people in the community were messaging me saying, "Hey Remy, are you teleporting a lot?" And I said, yes, I was. So that's just something they have to look into, seeing if the dedicated servers can handle the 8v8. I mean, it should, because they run it on BTB and they run like big games on Warzone on Halo 5, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, just some feedback that I thought they should have actually reported on, since they were being transparent about what was going on. Overall, it was a really stable build. A lot of things were improved upon. A lot of content was available compared to the first flight, which was just Halo 2 Anniversary first 25 kills. I actually might be able to make an insider montage depending on the third flight, which I'll talk about in just a second. 343 has said that everyone who is in the insider program will be able to access the third flight, and they've said that it will be all of MCC's content. So it'll be interesting to see how the new playlist list stacks up. The way it's looking, it's Halo 3 is going to be on its own for BTB, and then Halo 1, 2 and 4 will have their own BTB playlist, and then you'll have Halo 3 doubles, Halo 3 MLG, Halo 3 Team Slayer, Halo 2 Team Slayer, Halo 2 Anniversary Rank Slayer, and then you got CE 2v2, CE 4v4, and I think that's about it. I think that's all they're gonna have. And then the rest of the like niche playlists, multi-team, snipers, infection, griffball, are all gonna be rotational. And I hope they rotate every week, because that'll kind of keep the game fresh. We'll see what happens when we actually get access to the third flight. But yeah. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I just want to give my feedback on the second flight test. A lot of positives to take from it. They're moving in a really good direction. It's going to be very interesting to see how Halo 2, Halo 1 and Halo 4 feel. Halo 2 is actually out on the insider program at the moment, but I can't find anything Australian. But I've heard good things, so we'll see how that goes. For the third flight test that's coming up, I'm not sure when, but it will be very soon. They're still taking submissions, so if you do want to play, and if you do want to see like a lot of community members, and you want to test out the new game and see what it looks like, I know a lot of content creators have given their like run through of the build. So Ubernick did like what it looks like, things have changed, etc. I'll link that so you guys can check that out. But if you want to check it yourself, go sign up, because the third flight test very well may be the last flight test, and everyone who is an insider program is going to get access. So I feel like they're really going to put the servers to the test, the new playlist to the test, to see what is popular. And if you do like a game on MCC and it's in a playlist you like, play the hell out of it so it becomes a permanent playlist when the game officially re-releases. So thank you guys so much for watching. I have another little montage coming out very soon, because I have so many clips saved up, and I might do a Halo 3 throwback montage, because I've actually gotten a lot of clips on my main account. Also, I'm very well considering doing an insider community montage. Got a couple songs that I really want to use, and a couple ideas I'd like to test out before I get to my final montage. Just some editing practice to kind of refine my skills a little bit. And I thought it'd be a really cool way just to kind of get the community hyped up about the re-release. So if you guys would like to see a community montage, I will go and ask some content creators who I know I have a couple clips so far. Fat Rat has a Killpocalypse and SWAT. I got a H2A quickscope Killtrossi off the top of Pinnacle. And I'll just ask around to see who got some Halo 3 stuff, and then hopefully when the new build comes out, I'll go get some Halo 1 stuff. Some people can get some Halo 4 stuff. We can kind of show off what MCC is capable of, and yeah, send it to 343 and hopefully they'll promote it. So I've got a lot of things in the works, but the main thing you guys probably care about is my final Halo 5 montage. An update of that very quickly would be the introduction is basically done. First, second and third song are chosen, and the credits song is chosen. I'm starting work on the first song and then the third song, so I'm probably going to be about a month before I've finished that. So I'll keep you guys updated, but it's really going to be my biggest project, because I have about 75 clips from a variety of playlists, from every single rotational playlist, every single playlist on Halo 5. I got launches, I got glitches, I got multi-kills. I have about 15 killionaires, I got to cut them down. I have smaller multi-kills, I got 360 multi-kills, ricochet multi-kills. I really tried to cover absolutely everything with this video, because it's probably going to be my biggest and last Halo 5 montage, so I will keep you guys updated. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.